Alright, fish night here. We've got a beautiful piece of rock cod. Just bought this from Brenda and Eric down at the fish bar, Friday Harbour. Now when you're buying fish, look at the colour of that. It's red. Alright, this is the skin side. It's red, it's beautiful, pink. When you poke it with your fingers like that, it bounces right back. Don't buy any fish that's brown here, or you stick your finger in it, it's going to go and it's a big hole there for a long time. So there's only two of us here, right? So I'm going to make this little portion, a little under, I think it's about 3/4 pound, something like that, not even. Enough for two people. Now I'm going to cut it at an angle like that. Let me see. Let me do this right about there. That'll give us a nice two portion. Now the reason I'm cutting it at an angle is because it's going to make it cook easier. Okay, so when we cut that, it's going to cook very, very easy because of the slopeness to it. It's going to start cooking in rather than a straight up and down vertical cut. So anyway, that's beautiful. Be careful, rock cod is always going to have bones in it. Right down by the belly there's a couple there. I'm not going to cut them out because this is a really flavorful piece of fish right there. So and in a little bit I'll show you how to cook this. So what I'm going to do is just salt and pepper this right now, put it in a dish and wait for the rest of our food to get going, and then we'll be right back. Alright, we're back again. I just cut the rock cod and salt and peppered it, put a little flour on it. That's all I've done, okay? So presentation side down, so that's this side. So I'm just going to put that in first. The whole secret about cooking fish is a nice hot pan and only turning that baby once, okay? So what I'm going to do is just kind of keep it moving, and then when it's done on that side I'm going to flip it and bang it in the oven and just finish it off because it's a pretty thick fillet, okay? So this is all we do with fish. Very, very simple. It's not hard at all. Easy. So be right back. Alright, so turn the fish, had it in the oven for a little bit, not quite done, I can feel it just by, it's almost done, but I'm going to put it back in the oven just for a few seconds, or a minute or two, and I'm going to start making the sauce. So, well, you guys are lucky tonight, you're going to make a killer sauce here. Look at that pan, nice and clean. I scraped all the debris from the fish off, most of it anyway, and I'm going to deglaze the pan with a little white wine. That's what you want to hear, and all I'm going to do is just shake that around a little bit. Now you see the way it's kind of like lifted all that brown stuff off the bottom. I don't like seeing that all the time, and if you were buying this sauce in a restaurant probably wouldn't be really acceptable, but this full of flavour, I'm not worried about it. I love those flavours. So I'm going to cook that a little bit. We got this baby on super high heat right now, and I'm going to add my lemon juice here as well. So another acid right here, okay? We've got wine as an acid. Yeah, little lemon juice, throw that in there and there's an acid. I'm going to let that cook. All I'm doing here is just burning those acids off, burning the alcohol off. So crank that up on there, lovely, look at that, this is loveliness again. See that's starting to bubble, Hobbes, leave it alone. I always tend to want to move the pan, you know, because you're into it. When you start cooking and you start loving it, you get into it and start moving the pan, so just leave the bloody thing alone is what you've got to do. Alright, a little bit of chicken stock, about 1/2 cup each is what I put in there, and juice of a 1/2 lemon. Like I say, there's only two of us. Well, the old lady, she bloody eats these days since I started cooking, so putting on the pounds maybe, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to pay for that. So this is going to be fun tonight. You've learned how to cook fish, and we're going to sauce it. And another video, we did the beautiful full greens, and we're going to plate all this at once. So now I've got some lovely big capers here, huge big capers. I'm going to throw them in a minute. Got to chuck those in, and then I'm going to take the heat off and put a little butter in and finish the sauce. So yeah, lovely. So while that's cooking, I'm going to pull our plates out. Always got to serve your food on warm plates, mate. Especially when you're cooking sauces or eggs, especially. Oh, blimey! You never want to put an egg on a cold plate. Bloody hell! It's just going to congeal on it and look horrible. So I've got a lovely bit of fish here going on. Nice bit of rock cod from the local barge, Brenda and Eric. Got to give those guys a plug. Went down there today, God blimey, they look frozen, look like two ice blocks working behind there. Alright, so that's reducing down, that's the whole thing. I'm going to make like a cup of sauce reduced down to a couple of tablespoons. So, hang those in, lovely. Now we're going to start moving that pan around. I've got all my heat turned off here. Being in control of your environment, very, very important in the kitchen. So making sure things are off. When you pull a hot pan out of the oven, you always want to leave a mitt on it like that, so you don't just go, oh, bloody hell, it's hot, you know. So yeah, this is living. I just love this part of cooking. So that's reduced down enough. Going to sling our butter in, chuck that stuff in there. Any way you can. Take it off the heat. I turn the heat off, and now I'm ready to sauce. Look at that. That butter is just like melting. I'm shaking the capers around, shaking it all going good. Look at that. God blimey. My old mates, I'll tell you what. This will put hairs on your chest, right? This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that bloody sauce, wonderful. Oh, can't wait to get it in you. Alright, I'm going to plate this up. Right over the fish, little capers. Look at that. Watch me shadow. Camera lady gets a little testy when my shadow gets in the way. Alright, that's all I'm going to do for now, lovely. And then I'm going to plate my greens, my full greens. This is just apple, red onion, chard, arugula and spinach. Picked all out of the garden. How good is that? How good is that? Okay. Little rice, little rice. Not too much because these kind of grains are not super good for us, but got to eat them once in a while. Look at that. Got a little boo-boo there, as I always do. I'm cursed. Got to wipe that off. So how's that? That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Bon appetit. Cheers.